Okay, so I start the day with my timer at 7:30 a.m. I look at it.
Look at him.
Yeah, I press it, and then I go back to sleep. There's also like little things I might do, like email, like small things like email, Discord, just whatever I have to do, my club league, you know what I'm saying, Brawl Stars, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's a priority.
Brawl Stars is important. Yeah.
Hey, shout out Try Waseem Club, you know what I'm saying. But anyways, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe.
I was waiting for something like that. There you go. The absolute first question that I want to talk about is Tribe. You've just joined Tribe. What's that like? You know, give us the full rundown.
It's awesome. I mean, I don't know. It's cool to it's cool to like know I have like people who I'm in like a group that they can keep me accountable. They can give me advice. They can be there whenever I need something. I don't know. So that's good. That's great. And it's just cool to kind of get that validation, because when you're around bigger creators, people are like, all right, this guy's the real deal. Like, that's good to know. Good to know that I have that. And it's just cool. It's amazing.
That's awesome.
Good
You
stuff.
definitely are the real deal. I was kind of stalking your YouTube in preparation for this podcast. I hope that's okay. I noticed, I didn't know this, you only started creating like Brawl Stars content and really dishing out content 1 year ago.
Yeah, exactly.
How'd you blow up so quick?
I don't know. I mean, everyone knows about how like there's always a little bit of luck into it. So like that's what I have to credit a little bit to. It is luck. Like I kind of got lucky early versus someone who might have got lucky like 2 years, 3 years into there, whatever. But at the same time, I put myself in a position to kind of get lucky. I don't know exactly, but I guess what it started off is the first video that blew up of mine was where I made a video about Kairos. So pretty much nobody in Brawl Stars, the community, really made videos about other creators. And I feel like making videos about other creators is the best chance you get to like get one of them to just give you a little boost. And that's what happened with Kairos. He like boosted on my channel a little bit, put it on community post, and also a couple other creators, which I don't think that many people know. Like Ray shouted me out as well, Lex shouted me out as well when I made a couple of other videos. And just, I don't know, I just got their attention pretty early on. So then after that, I just started making, once I got that little bit of boost, then got some eyes on me, then I just started making videos about just me just playing the game with some like funny editing, whatever. And then and then from there just kept kind of growing my ideas and like my video ideas, making them more like interesting. And since I already had those eyes on me, that allowed those good ideas to like get up there pretty quick, compared to like if you had 0 subs, and even if you made a good idea, sometimes it might not blow up as it should just because you have 0 subs. But I got that little boost, so I think that helped, and that's how I kind of got up somewhat quickly.
The one question I really want to talk about is the fact that primarily before you were like a really massive content creator, you were an editor. So for me as well, like the way that I look at content is like I've been editing content for quite a while, and I've also been like watching content. So like I can like kind of look at that and go, I already know what the audience like wants to a certain degree. So like I know what to do to like keep audience engaged, or those kind of things. Did being an editor help you get to the point that you are?
Yeah. Honestly, I don't even really remember how I started to like know how to edit, but yeah, definitely like I think editing for I edited for first Corey and then Lex. So I think that experience of like kind of always having new videos to work on and just kind of giving me more experience in editing, so that helped. And then because I had that experience from like working for them and just having and working a little bit on my videos as well, a little bit editing, then when I started making more videos, that I definitely had the editing experience that I needed to make the videos come to life. So I think that that definitely did help. Editing is like such a key part. Until you get an editor, you kind of need to know how to edit yourself to make good videos. So definitely helped to get how to edit.
So are you still in your videos right now?
Yes, all of them.
How does that work? Because obviously you're making one video per week. Like that's, you're looking at like all these other big creators who are, some of them posting a video every single day.
Yeah.
But you've made this content that relies on, people coming back every single week, and it's working. It's absolutely, fantastic. How have you found that your method of creating content has impacted your growth? Like, have you seen trends?
Yeah, I mean, I would say uploading once a week, it's like I only upload once a week because I only can upload once a week because of like there's only so much I could do. So that's why I do intend on soon hiring like editors so I can start like doing more basically. But I guess for uploading once a week, I don't know exactly if I could say. I don't know if it's. I don't know, but there's one thing that I could say is like a little pattern like you asked about is like uploading once a week. It's like, I guess the audience is like anticipating your next upload versus if you like upload every day, they're like, all right, I got too much of this guy. But if like you post once a week, they're like, all right, every video is like something worth watching. So like that's somewhat of a good thing, I think. But I still feel like if I could post like the same quality videos, but 2 of them in a week, like just double the views, so like that's my goal.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah, that makes sense. Leave them wanting more.
Yeah.
That's the way to go about it.
Is YouTube your full-time job?
Yeah.
Sick. When did you realize that YouTube could become a full-time job?
When I was working with Lex, he kind of like just had more like close talks and stuff, and he kind of just showed me, he kind of like encouraged me to take a gap year off college, and that's when I was like thinking about it, like yeah, that's actually like it's possible. Like I think at the trajectory I was at the time, if I kept going, like I could definitely like make a good amount of money, and I feel like I'm already making like a good amount now to be able to hold my own for a little bit, especially at my age. I don't have much to pay for, especially living in a parent's house as well, so I don't have many bills to pay for.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
But so like without what I already have now, I feel like I even know now, even I'm even more sure that it could be more of a full-time job, just because I know I'm barely starting and I'm already pretty good, and I already know like the future ahead. It's like limitless at this point, I guess.
One question I wanted to then quickly ask is, so kind of going back to your content, you started out by creating content on other creators, and I'll be honest with Waseem, like it actually influenced a lot about us making a podcast in the first place. I was looking at your channel one day and going like, wow, like people actually want to like know about these creators. So you started making videos on creators, and they were blowing up to massive extremes. How did you end up finding your niche that just worked out for you? Because you're making content it's quite varied at the moment, but it seems to fit your demographic quite well.
Yeah, my niche, I guess I found it just because most people in the Brawl Stars scene, honestly, most of the creators are just mainly a tribe, but there is a couple of others. But it's like they just post like, oh, like just covering the new update, covering the new challenge, like just the basic, not like, what I'm talking about, but it's like just like the simple, like what you get from Brawl Stars. So I was like, okay, I want to do something where it's not what you get from Brawl Stars, but like it's kind of similar to like Wonder Brad. Like I kind of somewhat took over Wonder Brad's spot in a way. He used to make very like unique, different challenge type stuff. So I kind of took that, but I added like the Mr. Beast twist. I got some inspiration from Mr. Beast type videos where it's like big numbers, like 1,000, 100, 50 hours, stuff like that.
I've definitely seen that stuff.
Yeah. So like stuff like that. And that's kind of just how I found it, and how I found my niche, just like these type of Mr. Beast type videos combined with like, because like no one else really did that type of stuff in Brawl Stars. So that's how I kind of fit myself right there.
So I know that when we had our podcast with Nat, the one thing that she discussed was that, no one makes original content. Like all content has influence in some part. For her, she looks at people like Dream or, other people in the Brawl Stars space, or, she looks at creators who are not anywhere near her niche at all. They could be doing anything, but you'll find that like there is types of content that you can make regardless of what niche or what topic you cover, because you can just invent a whole new system around that. For you, obviously, that's what you've done. You've created something that people can sit there and it seems very, very like new and fresh, but it's these key ideas that have been working for a long time. And that's really, really smart, dude. Like that's the best way to go about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I agree with Nat's point of how it's like all inspired. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, for me, I'm always inspired by like Tribe Gaming and everything. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. So again, congrats to you for getting into Tribe Gaming.
Thank you.
How like I don't know if you're able to talk about this, but are you able to give us kind of an inside scoop of how Tribe Gaming helps you as a creator?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's somewhat still new since I just somewhat recently joined. So
Yeah.
Other than just like a good steady paycheck, that's pretty helpful just to know that I have that. But also like the fact that I can like go ask questions to anyone like Lex or Kairos or Ed Ray or something. Just having them.
Right. Yeah.
If I ever want to make like videos, I know that I can make collaborations with them. That's what I plan to do soon. So like that type of stuff is good to have. Just those people that could support you in certain ways like that. That's definitely been the biggest help so far. And just like encouragement, like seeing other people who do the same thing as me inspires me to want to keep working myself, and see, grow together. We'll all grow together and get encouraged by each other. So that's probably the biggest help.
Yeah, that's awesome. The community aspect of Tribe Gaming.
Yeah.
I love that.
It really does seem like a massive family. Like that, I think that's kind of like what Chief Pat has really like done well in comparison to a lot of other organizations.
Yeah.
Because
we'll hear about that when we interview him, of course.
Yeah, exactly. So, Waseem's going to put in the good word for us, obviously.
I got you. Totally got that. Totally on good terms with Chief Pat.
Yeah, of course. So one big thing that I know is at the same time that Chief Pat created Tribe Gaming, around the same time, Nadeshot was making 100 Thieves. And I really think that 100 Thieves and Tribe were, built very similar with the intent of content creation in mind, where you've seen, like the normal standard of gaming organizations is the fact that, a lot of them are like esports focused, and Tribe Gaming, is very much like that as well. They have 2 teams in Brawl Stars. They have, a team in Clash Royale. They have teams in a lot of all these big games. But they definitely have found their niche, which is content. How did you find that Tribe Gaming was the organization that you needed? What did they provide you?
Yeah, I think like what you said, that like kind of like community family type of environment that you don't really get in a lot of orgs. I think and because like, to be honest, I don't really know what other mobile esports orgs there are, and if like I'm sure that I think there are like a decent, like a little, like a good group handful, but like none of them really offered that, like, that the good,
the family sense.
Yeah, and the amount of creators that Tribe has as well. Like
Tribe's on another level.
Definitely,
they are definitely on another level. It's kind of crazy,
and they're like the first mobile org that is actually like is like developing into stuff like you need like IRL stuff. They just posted an IRL video today. I don't know if you guys saw. Like
I've been watching that on Twitter unfolding.
Yeah, and stuff like that. That's literally exactly what I want to go into. I just want to start doing things that nobody does in mobile, and that's exactly what Tribe's doing. So that's why they were the perfect fit.
Where's Tribe Gaming based?
In Austin, Texas.
Gotcha. So did you fly out to Austin, Texas to do your video?
Yeah.
To join Tribe?
Yeah.
I saw that. Great video. Like that was good. I saw it on Twitter and I was like, Waseem is an actor, dude. Like,
no.
Who cares about a content creator? This man.
No. I cringed so many times I watched it. But it was a good edited video, and it was a good storyline. So I'm happy with how it turned out in that sense. So yeah, I do. Yeah.
No, that's good.
Yeah. That was my favorite Tribe introduction video they've dropped so far with you.
Hands down. It was great.
I'm not just saying that because you're the one I'm talking to right now, but that's true.
Yeah. I liked it.
What does your daily routine look like as a content creator?
Okay, so I start the day with my timer at 7:30 a.m.
Ooh,
I look at it.
Look at him.
Yeah, I press it, and then I go back to sleep. But I'm not even joking. But I'm not even joking though. It's actually bad. Okay, so I genuinely, like, right now, I'm in a point where I really want to start waking up 7:30, but I can't, like, because of not having like school, like something like a deadline. You really find it hard to wake up because you're the only person you're holding yourself accountable. Like, you could just technically stay in another 2 hours if you want. So anyways,
absolutely.
Yeah, so I then probably get out of bed at like 9 a.m. So I get up at 9 a.m. It's still, pretty good, I guess. That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's not bad.
Yeah. So, and then, I just get ready. I always start my morning. I'm Christian, so I read my Bible every morning. I usually spend like an hour. I usually also just stretch kind of. I guess some people might like meditate in the morning. That's like my version of meditating, I guess, or something. Just like kind of something to start the day with like a good, clear mind, whatever. And so that's like, that's literally every single day. So I definitely have to mention that. And then after that, pretty much the entire day just ready to go to do whatever I need to do for video. So if it's a filming day, which like today, I'll just put up my setup with my shoe boxes and stuff, and just get recording. Nice. Yeah, I guess I can show you.
Yeah, this is the most scuffed setup. Waseem was showing this before. His computer is a laptop on a shoebox on his table.
He's a full-time creator. It's his full-time job.
It just goes to show
a career from this.
It doesn't matter what stuff you have. It literally just matters your like ambition and your creativity. So that just goes to show that. But yeah, so
right there.
Yeah, so I set that up and I start recording, and just basically I literally could do whatever. I could record. If I have to make thumbnail, I can make thumbnail next. Usually I take like a break to eat. I forgot about eating breakfast. Okay, so I eat breakfast probably like after, I read my Bible. So I probably eat breakfast and then I get recording. I guess it depends. Maybe sometimes I don't really need it or something. But yeah, and then during the middle of the day, like 5, maybe 4. I don't know. It depends. Somewhere 3 to 5. I eat. Spend like an hour and I probably watch something. That's like my midday rest or something. And then I go back to whatever I'm doing, recording. If I need to, there's also like little things I might do, like email, like small things like email, Discord, just whatever I have to do, my club league, what I'm saying, Brawl Stars, what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's a priority.
Brawl Stars is important. Yeah.
Hey, shout out Try Waseem Club, what I'm saying. But anyways.
Perfect.
No, but then after, so that's basically, and then basically by the time like it's like the 8:30, like I get ready to close off the day, so like probably stop recording or do whatever stop doing whatever I'm doing. And I think at that point, I would spend like probably the end of the day, you spend like an hour just literally just like what would you call it, leisure time, just resting, whatever. So I'm playing whatever. Right now I like playing Apex Legends mobile, so I spend my time doing that for like the last hour of the day or something. And then I just go to bed. Like I try to sleep at I try to be in bed by 10 a.m. and then I usually just read my Bible to go to sleep. And then I'm waking up again 7:30 just to go back to sleep 9 a.m. and then next keep going.
That's the way.
So you're working like 9 to 10 hours a day every single day?
See, that's the thing. Like I never really thought about it in hours, but like as I'm talking to people in Tribe and whatever, they always like, oh yeah, this video took me this many hours a day. I'm like, wait, how many hours do my videos take? Because I kind of work the entire day. But like, yes, I guess I do. Like people, I don't really keep track of the hours. I don't know if that's normal. Like, do people keep track of hours? Like how do I even keep track of hours? I just kind of work whenever. I don't know. But but technically, I guess I do.
Dang. How do you stay motivated to not get burnt out with that kind of work schedule?
I think just kind of not allowing myself to get too comfortable, like doing like just being lazy, or like if you like watch too much Netflix or anything like that, if you just get too comfortable, you don't want to leave. If you kind of stay on your schedule, then you kind of just keep the momentum. Just like you don't stop because you're just like you're like motivated. I don't know, but once you give yourself that little bit of time where you kind of do too much resting or something, then it kind of is like you're like, oh, I just want to go back to that too much resting. Like you want to go back to that like very high of I don't know, it's like pleasure, like instant gratification, whatever. Yeah. So if you just kind of make sure you don't let yourself get to that, then it kind of helps you to stay motivated. Yeah, I would say that.
I like that.
And if I ever do get into that, and like I kind of feel like, oh no, then I have it's hard. Like there are times where I'm like, oh no, like that's like everyone deals with it. But then if I like the best way I kind of get over that, probably like watching like other people, like kind of like how I say, like watching like a tribe, like having those people there, like see them working, like all right, they're working, I want to work, like that motivates me. Or watch like a podcast, hear Mr. Beast talk about how his schedule is and be like, oh my goodness, he's working so hard, I want to work hard too. And then like, that's how I get back out of those little pitfalls. But yeah, just trying to stay out of those and just keep going. that helps.
I love that.
Good stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
One thing I want to talk about is obviously the process of joining an organization like Tribe is not easy, and there are many big creators or small creators that do exactly what you're doing and don't get the opportunities that you have. How much do you think this industry is luck, and how much do you think is pure skill?
I feel like if you play your cards right, you should have a good a good chance. I mean, it's luck to a certain extent, like at certain points, but I feel like my luck kind of was only at the beginning. After that, I mean, I'm not trying to like be prideful, but like I feel like I played my cards pretty well to like made the right type of videos. Like I made that. I think I heard from the people at Tribe, like when I made that Target, when I went out to Target and I started talking to people and realizing questions about Brawl Stars.
Great video, by the way.
Like
very memorable.
Like that was a skillful play, big IQ, because I knew people at Tribe or like or like even Brawl Stars, which I got a Brawly award for that. For like most artist walk through, but like I knew those types of people would be like, whoa, this is different. So let's think about him, like instead of anyone else who might be similar, doing something similar. So I feel like in that sense, like it wasn't luck right there. Like I thought that out and it played and it thankfully worked. I guess you could say it's luck that maybe they didn't care, but I don't know. But I do think luck. I think luck more is during the beginning of someone's career, and then the rest is just how they play it. You can't just continue to rely on luck throughout your entire career. But I do think luck is a big factor, because like if Kairos didn't shout me out, I probably would not have even like continued, because I was not getting that many views. I feel like it motivates me when I see feedback, like people saying, oh, I like this. But if no one's like commenting or anything, I'm like, okay, why am I even making this? So it's very possible if Kairos did not shout me out, I literally would just have stopped making videos after like my 5th video and just...
We would not have Tribe Waseem.
Like straight up, like I'm just, yeah, like it's very possible. But
it's quite crazy to think, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying. So luck is pretty big. Like that was a lucky moment. But after that, I feel like I just played my cards right and I made good relationships, and like making relationships with people like Corey and Lex. Like that's also like smart things to do if you're like a creator. Make relationships with people who are also in your space, who can kind of help you and take you under their wing and stuff like that. That's what they say, like, in college, what would they call that? Like networking, right? So like
networking. Yeah, network was really important. It's the fundamentals of this career that we're trying to do. It's this entire career is built around creating a relationship with your audience and a relationship with the creators around you. Because I think one thing with gaming in particular is it's pretty cutthroat. There are not a lot of people who want to help you. They want to think of their own interest, because if they help you, then it takes up some of their spot and then they get less. Like, it's that kind of mentality, which is so wrong. Because realistically, the more that you are able to collaborate and help, you'll all grow together, Yeah. And then there'll be more viewers that actually think there to help and to watch.
I think I got a good group of people. Like Tribe, thankfully they're not super. None of them are like, they were so like welcoming. Like when I was coming up, like Lex was super nice, Kara super nice, Ray, everyone was. None of them were like, oh, like I didn't sense any like, oh, stay down there. Like we want to be the top dogs, You know what I'm saying? So I think in that sense, another like a bit of luck, like I'm grateful that I got people who are willing to help others. And it's not even me. I've seen them help. Like I've seen them being willing to shout out other people, other creators, who they think are making good stuff. So yeah, I would say we got a good community here in Brawl Stars. So that's something to be grateful for.
Heck yeah. Have you noticed with other content creators, obviously don't name names, but have you noticed like kind of like preying on your downfall kind of vibe, where they're like, man, I don't want this man to succeed. I want to be doing better than him. Have you experienced that?
No, I don't think so.
That's good.
That's really good.
Actually really interesting to know, though, because I know how cutthroat this industry can be. But I feel like, and it's a big reason why we've done this podcast, where I feel like the mobile community is so lovely. You know, like everyone is out here to help each other. You know, we're not I think mobile is definitely on the up and coming. Yeah. You know, it's going to overtake PC gaming and console gaming on YouTube in a few years. You know, just give it some time. You know, when you look at Lobs is like, well, I don't know about that. But I think when you think of it, like I genuinely think, because when you look at, you know, how many people are consuming mobile gaming content, you know, it's rising year on year. And then you look at people who are playing these games and the player base is huge. You know, it's already bigger than PC gaming. So it's just going to take some time to, you know, get us to the stage where we're creating content and people are actually more engaging with that content. Mm-hmm. But like this whole industry has time anyway. You know, it's just waiting and hoping.
And I think a part of it is like the creators that make content, that I think they should be more. I think we're starting to get the sense of people, like creators, being more innovative. Like make the content that PC people are making, make the creative stuff. Don't just cover like the basic things. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I think starting with like Tribe getting IRL stuff, I think that's like the next step forward to get mobile to become more of like a standard, like PCs and other type of niches and stuff like that.
Industry.
Yeah. Speaking of mobile gaming, you mentioned in your daily routine that you play Apex Legends Mobile. Would you ever consider making content on that?
Yes. Yes. Did you hear me? I said yes, like immediately, because I have been thinking about that because I really like the game, and not only Apex, like other games, definitely want to expand, because I like playing games. I don't want to just stick to one game, and I think this is my game plan. I want to create a second channel where then I can hire editors, have the editors practice their editing on my second channel. So then I'll be making like Apex content, maybe some Bloons Tower Defense 6, some other mobile games, Warzone Mobile when that comes out. Maybe even Overwatch 2. I like playing Overwatch. Maybe that'll be my first PC venture and content creation, which I don't even know how that'll be, because I don't know any other mobile YouTubers who make PC game stuff, but I'm trying to expand like much more than the boundaries that are set. But anyways, that's my plan. So then they'll be practicing on the second channel while I also get to experiment with making other games, making videos on other games. And then I can potentially bring those editors onto my main channel, and then hire more editors, and then just, I don't know, expand from there. But yeah, definitely I do.
That's awesome.
Want to make videos on other games like Apex Legends Mobile.
So you started, before you were a content creator, you started as an editor. How did you get involved in editing for like some of the top mobile gaming creators? How did you get in there?
Well, I think when I was making my first videos, like I think one of the ones that stood out was the one where it was like a Friends theme song, and it was like of all the Tribe the Tribe creators and like the Friends theme song, and just videos around that. Like I think they liked the editing, and then I guess to exactly explain how I got with Corey is he had like an application in his description. He was like looking for editors. I was like, okay, I clicked it. I was like, I probably don't have any chance. He's probably like a bunch of people applying, but in reality, it wasn't. Once I talked to him, he told me there wasn't that many people applying. But anyways, once I applied, then like 2 weeks later, I got a friend request from me on Discord, and then that's how it started with Corey. So that was Corey, and then for Lex, he reached out to me to make one of his stereotype videos, his first stereotypes video, and because he was just like, actually I don't know why, maybe he just saw one of my videos, he thought it was like some good editing. I'm assuming. I mean, yeah, he probably saw one of my videos. He was like, all right, this is pretty good editing. Let me ask this guy if he wants to edit this. And I did. And the funny thing is, I was still editing on my iPhone back when he reached out to me.
At the time.
Oh, yeah. All of Corey's meme reviews, I edited on my iPhone.
You've always had a jank setup.
Yeah.
He's never been professional yet. He's still up here with the top dogs, you know.
Yes, yeah.
That's crazy. You were literally a mobile editor.
Yeah. and then when I started editing for Lex, he actually loaned me out a MacBook because he was like, I want you to like be able to do your full potential. So then that's when I started editing on my MacBook. So I edited for him on that MacBook. And then I started, I have this MacBook, let me edit on my videos. So I started doing that. And then boom, bada bing. Now I edit on my Final Cut Pro. So
now he's here. You know? Now he's the.
I feel like I'm talking so much and people are clicking off. I don't know. Maybe cut off when I'm speaking
No.
too much so that people don't click off. My retention,
good.
my YouTube videos, I'm like,
No.
I only need to speak for a certain amount of time.
You're like, if I cut for like this long, the thing with the podcast is, you know,
yeah, true.
we don't mind too much. And I know that you hold yourself to a very, very high standard, and so do we. I mean, like when I edit these videos, I'm like so nitpicky about every single little bit that's in there. But I think the whole point of a podcast is it's supposed to be genuine.
Yeah.
You know, like this isn't a very edited product. It is, you know, it is Waseem and he's human, you know, like no one's perfect, dude. And
Yeah.
I think that's like what a lot of people forget.
That's another thing that's something that's like I struggle with making my type of videos is they're so fast paced and like I can't include any of my like sometimes I would like to include some more things that like reveal my personality or something, or like just like include more, but I can't because it's bad for attention and bad for like the overall video's performance. So I feel bad because it's like people don't really like, I feel like people might just think of me as just like they don't actually know who I am, you know what I mean, because of like not being able to see that much because I just have to cut or else they're gonna get bored. Like I don't know, but that's why I was pretty excited to do this podcast because I'm like I want to send my viewers be like watch this video so that they could see.
Yeah, check this out. I'm real, you know, this is who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're definitely honored you being on here.
Yeah, I was gonna say another thing for why I want a second channel, so I could show more of myself and not be like, oh, I need to worry about the video's performance and stuff like that. Although I would perform, like I want my videos to perform well on my second channel as well, but like you know,
Yeah.
it gets to be more of myself. Yeah. So
Yeah, there's more freedom because you don't feel so constricted because you already have one channel that's successful and like giving you that paycheck. But now channel number 2, you have more creative freedom, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I do think it's important to show yourself as well because that's how you get people to stay with you for a very long time. That's what I'm afraid if I keep making videos that are super short, like short paced and just blah, blah, blah. They'll be like, all right, that's cool. I got my instant gratification, but I don't have any attachment to you, so I'm not going to stick with you. I really don't want that to happen.
It's a really big point, yeah. Like creating community is so key to getting this career to, you know, longevity is really, really hard in content creation. You've got to find something that works, but then you've got to change up what you're doing over the years or, you know, how long you're doing this to keep people engaged and keep people watching. I mean, the best way to do that is to start creating a community around you and your personality. It's what a lot of these massive creators in the Brawl Stars scene, like Kairos, Lex, you know, they've all done the same thing. They've created this like really funny persona around themselves, and people just love watching their videos for them, as well as people watching it through the algorithm and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, and that's another benefit to joining Tribe, or like potential benefit, is that you get to be in those Tribe videos or collaborate. Like when you collaborate with people, you get to see more of a genuine side of people. So that's like a big thing that I can potentially start doing with Tribe, and also getting in those Tribe videos. That's another thing where I could show my real self, not have to worry about like retention and all that, because it's not my videos. So that's another benefit, as Lobs was asking about, like benefits of joining Tribe, like being able to get that connection to your viewers.
I am kind of a deep thinker, and I've been reading a lot of psychology books recently, which isn't just not helping that at all. So I'm just curious, what makes you happy?
What makes me happy? Well, I would say the real answer is knowing that I'm doing the will of my creator, because I'm Christian. So like when you're Christian, you're either all in or all out. Like if your purpose in life isn't to serve God, then question whether you're truly a Christian. And that's all I have to say. Like that's what makes me happy, is just knowing, all right, I'm not just seeking after my gain. I'm seeking after other people's gain. I'm trying to do the right thing. I'm not trying to do the best thing for me. I'm trying to do the best thing morally, and just knowing that I'm doing that, it makes me feel like fulfilled. Like, all right, like I'm good. I don't know. That's what my answer would be.
No, that's awesome.
No,
I love that.
that is an absolute perfect answer. I think a lot of creators don't show, you know, this side of themselves, you know, in their videos. And like you were saying before, how, you know, it's down to retention. Like if people are going to watch your videos, they're going to watch your videos because like they're engaged and they want to keep watching. But there are, you know, so many examples where, you know, people have burnt themselves out or have become someone that they're not, because all they're thinking about is retention and keeping people engaged. And I mean, I'll be like, you know, I'm one of those people as well where like my videos, I want them to be like as engaging as possible, and I want them to, you know, have all these like, you know, bits in there to keep people watching, and I don't want people to click off, because, you know, that's how you make a successful YouTube video. But with this like podcast project, it really is about, you know, looking at a creator and going like, hey, these guys are human. Sit down with us for an hour and just, you know, listen to them being themselves.
Yeah, I 100% agree. 100% agree.
Yeah. Do you think that your Christian belief shows through in your videos?
I think I want it to show through more. I feel like it's kind of hard sometimes, like, to be entertaining without like insulting people or something, or like, you know, being angry.
Right.
But like, I don't want to do that. So that's another thing that's somewhat currently conflicting. Like, I need to make sure, or like, I'm trying to make sure that I'm making my videos and they're not going against like my faith or like what I want to be doing. You know what I'm talking about? So I would say they do, in the fact that like even if Supercell, like even if I was making videos for other games, like I know in the Supercell creator program, like you can't curse, but like I wouldn't curse even if I could, you know. So in that sense, yeah. But like, I'm just trying to put my Christian beliefs in my videos, like, and let them apply. So
yeah.
Did people know before this podcast that you were like heavily Christian?
I don't think so. I mean, no, just like the people who are like close to me in that sense, like the people I've met in the community who I'm close to in a sense, but not the general population. Gotcha. No, so probably not.
Yeah.
Breaking story. Okay.
Yeah. breaking news with the same. No, that's really, really cool. I have a lot of like, I think it's just really, really cool that you brought that up, because it's something that people don't talk about. I think religion is a really important thing for a lot of people, and it isn't for a lot of people as well. So, you know, I highly commend you for talking about it. What people in your life have helped you to get to where you are today? Like, obviously you've talked about how you've got, you know, Corey, Kairos, Lex, like all these people, you know, how did they, like, obviously they supported you by like shouting you out and by talking to you, but like what kind of relationship do you have with these guys now? Like, do you consider them friends or colleagues or?
I'd say honestly, like in terms of exactly like in terms of my career, a big shout out to Lex, because he's the one who encouraged me to even, like, I literally would not have, I was 2 weeks away from starting college and 2 weeks before it, Lex told me, he was like, technically you could just not go to college, you could try it for a year. So I was like, all right, let me think. And I didn't really think about that as a possibility, and then once he said that, I was like, all right. So like I thought about it for like 3 days straight, like all day, and then I was like, all right, I'm sure I'll try. So like big thanks to Lex for that. And other than that, like, of course, the shout outs from other creators and just them being there, you know, in general, and my family being like supportive. Obviously my siblings are same age as me, so like they understand what I'm doing, so that's good. And my mom, although she's like not in the same generation, but she is pretty good at understanding what I'm doing as well, so that's obviously a big support. To having that support from your family is obviously very important. And just being able to even have my room, we live in a small apartment, like this is one of 2 rooms that we have, and I get to have it all just for my videos, so that's a big thing.
That's amazing.
So
were your parents supportive, like right off the bat, where you're like, hey, I'm not continuing school to pursue this? Were they like, heck yeah, let's go, Waseem?
Yeah, they were. My mom
was.
That's
That's awesome.
I know.
That's great.
It was surprising to me as well. Like, I thought that they would, or it's just my mom. I don't live with my dad, but I thought that she would be like a little bit hesitant. Well, of course she was. She was like obviously asking questions, but like I feel like she's just gained a trust in me that she trusts me to make the right choice. She knows I don't make usually don't make dumb decisions, like, you know. So that's why it was that's another, like, why I mentioned my mom, like the fact that she's not like, oh no, you can't do that. I know some parents do that, like they really hinder their kids from doing what they want to do because they're just so strict and stuff. But my mom was really cool about it, so that's awesome.
Yeah, well, I know this industry it's very difficult to make a living out of it. I mean, at the time you were editing, which probably helped you quite a lot with finance, I'm sure. But, you know, like, how does someone turn this into a career? Like, obviously, you know, creating content is just part of this, you know, huge machine that you've got to do.
Yeah. To make it into a career, you have to find like a formula in your videos that you can kind of copy paste in a way, but have a consistency to it, not just like a one-hit wonder or something and stuff like that. You kind of just have to think about your niche and how long you can make videos in that niche, and what type, like how much can you do. If you only see it going for like the next like month or something with good video ideas, then you should probably try to change like or adapt or whatever. So once you find like you have a niche that you can make videos on for a while and that you're confident in, obviously it's always a risk, you're not going to know, but like you have to be like, have the judgment call, be like, all right, this is something I think I could do, continue to make videos in this niche that can perform well and make a living. And another thing is like, that's why I like, another benefit of joining Tribe is I feel a little bit more safety, because like obviously having that paycheck, but also having people who can, if I am ever in a rut or struggling or something, having that support in whatever ways that they could support me. So like that's what it's important for making this a full-time career, is having that support. So I would say a mix of all those things, yeah, would be important.
Love that. Yeah. So you were talking about like finding your niche and stuff. How long do you think this kind of Brawl Stars niche, how long do you think that'll last?
I don't know, because Brawl Stars is the updates. I don't know. I see a lot of negativity in terms of like the trajectory. I guess it just depends on what the developers do with the game. I would say my prediction, Brawl Stars has, I don't know, that's a dumb, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to say how long I think it's going to survive.
This is how long my career is going to last. You know, everyone's going to...
No, but that's like, because I don't know how long. I don't think it's going to be like any like a very long time. So that's why I'm planning already on making videos on other games in preparation for anything. That's just a smart thing to do. But
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know how long. I think there's a lot of potential in the game. I think the creators have in their hands the ability to keep it for however long they want. I don't know. I don't know what they could do exactly, but yeah, I would say what it's looking like right now is it's looking like there's a limited amount of time left, depending on what they do. So definitely, it's good to prepare for other things. You know.
Yeah. Is that kind of intimidating that your career has so many external factors at play? That there's not real job security in a sense?
Yeah. Yeah. I think I heard you guys. I can need to stop moving away from the mic because you can't hear me. But I'm such like. But I think I heard you talking about this with Nat, right? Maybe I'm wrong, about like job security and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little intimidating because it's like my entire career is built on Brawl Stars, and things like that, where their external things could affect them. But I don't know why I don't feel nervous. I don't know why. I actually don't know why. I probably should feel nervous, but I don't. Just because I feel like I'm confident that I can make videos on any game, and they would perform well. Because I feel like I don't know. I just feel confident. Like I feel like maybe it's Legend Mobile, Warzone Mobile, Overwatch 2, Blue Tower Defense 6. All these games could potentially be other games that I could cover. I don't know why I feel confident in being able to do that. So I would say a little bit intimidating. But I don't know why. I'm weird and I don't feel that intimidating.
No, you're built different. That's what it is.
Maybe I'm just dumb and I'm going to get screwed over in the future. I don't know.
You're definitely not dumb. Just from the 45 minutes we've been talking, you're definitely not dumb. You think out everything. You have a system. Like there's a reason you're in Tribe Gaming and you're on top. There's a reason.
Absolutely. And I think like you can look at, say for example, like I'm sure you know who KFC Clash is. You know, look at him. For the most part, like Clash Royale is not a huge game anymore on YouTube. You know, there are still a couple of creators who get great views like B-Red or Sutag or, you know, a few others, but KFC Clash just started making content very heavily like Mr. Beast, like influence and stuff as well, kind of like how you're doing it, very engaging.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what the product is that you're using to, you know, convey that message. It's just, if you can make great content regardless of what you're doing, you will be successful. And I think that is like a huge thing for you where like, you've done this in a year, dude. Like you've so much time to like figure out exactly where you want to be in your creatorship. And you're already starting off in the best way possible. You've got support from me and Lobs, we're big supporters of you and big fans. But you've also got the support of Tribe and the support of your friends and creators and fans. Like, look at Waseem, like he's like blushing. He's like,
I like that you put us above Tribe, Tess.
Yeah, I mean, like,
nah, number one supporter.
We're just like, yeah, nah. But I just want to like hammer that down. Like, it's really important.
Yeah.
And I think you definitely have the skills. And YouTube is interesting because some channels can just survive no matter what happens to their game. Like even if like Brawl Stars like falls off the face of the earth, everyone's like, dang, this game sucks, no one plays anymore. You're good and you can still be very successful. There's this channel I love to watch, TWD98. He makes Mario Kart Wii videos. And he's been doing it for like 10 years just on Mario Kart Wii. No one plays Mario Kart Wii anymore. But it is a full-time job just doing Mario Kart Wii.
Dang.
Like, I think
crazy.
If anyone can survive in the YouTube industry no matter what happens to their game, it's you.
Appreciate that.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, whatever. I am always interested in content creation because I would love this to be a career for myself, but it's very unique because you don't actually go out and like interact with people. It's all just you talking to like a camera or recording gameplay. Have you felt that this has been isolating for you?
Yeah, I guess in a way. Like, there's really no way for me to make friends in real life, other than like the main way would be through like things like another benefit of joining Tribe is like being able to make friends with other creators who do similar things to you and have similar interests. So, it is isolating. I guess maybe I'm not. I'm like kind of. I'm not. How do I say this? I'm used to. Like I don't need a lot of friends. I'm not like a very popular. Like I don't really feel like I need to be popular. I don't really like having all the center attention.
You're
like,
happy in being yourself.
Yeah, and like thankfully I know some people really need socialization, and obviously a lot of people. I mean, everyone needs at least a good amount of it. But thankfully, like I'm okay with not always being socializing. But I do agree that it can be isolating because it's really hard to like you're not going out to the office, you're not going outside, you're not like going anywhere that you can meet people. So the main way is through like joining organizations and stuff like that and making collaboration videos. Those are the way you can make friends. So I do agree. Yeah, it can be isolating, but thankfully it hasn't been too much of an issue for me.
That's good. That's really good.
That's good, dude. I know we are getting very close to the end of this podcast, but I do want to like kind of talk about one more point that you kind of just talked about there, whereas like like you said before that you were living with your mum and your siblings. Do you have any plans, especially with like Tribe now behind you, to move to like Texas or move to like somewhere that's kind of closer to creators so you can be like more involved in these videos or just being more involved with creators in general?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a current plan, but like I am thinking about potentially doing that. Yeah. I really don't know anything. I'm like barely 18, so I barely know anything about like being self-dependent. So
Dude,
you're 18?
What?
Yeah.
I definitely thought you were older than 18. That's crazy.
I thought you were 20.
Yeah, I think you're like easily like 20, 21 maybe.
Jeez.
Waseem's a baby.
Yeah.
Dude, you have more facial hair than me. I'm so upset.
I
shaved last week.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, I'm Middle Eastern, so we get the hair, but
there it is.
Yeah.
Dang.
So but yeah. And if I did move out, probably somewhere in Texas because, like you said, everyone's going there, but also because it's next to Tribe. So there's a lot of benefits to going to Texas. I don't really know anything about anything, so I don't.
Yeah,
you can always move to Philly with Lobs.
See, but I wouldn't even know. Like, I don't know what. I don't even like. I literally don't know. Like, I don't anything about like cultures or anything. Like, I don't know what the culture is in different states or like taxes and all this different stuff that you have to think about.
There's so much to think about.
It's okay. You're young.
So
it's
much.
Okay.
So yeah, I would say somewhat of a plan. It's in my head, but I don't know. I'm fine for now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Dude. Well, for 18, you're you know, excelling above people who are, you know, much older than you, much more experienced. But dude, you've made it. You know, you've absolutely made it. So, you know, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. Thank you for all the listeners watching at the moment. Waseem, do you want to say any final words for the viewers at home?
Make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe.
I was waiting for something like that. There you go.
No, but definitely like the video.
Okay.
Let's go. Usually people plug their own stuff, not ours.
Yeah, exactly. No, go sub to Waseem on YouTube if you're watching this and you already aren't, which I doubt that is even a possibility, but again, yeah. Waseem, thank you for coming on. Guys, we're done. Everyone can now wave to the camera. Everyone has to, because I like putting this at the end. There you go.
Like my comment, like my comment, like my comment.